Every time I explain about factorization question that I ask my students to focus on this procedure, we always consider the easiest method to factorize it first. So we should check is there any common factor. If not, then we consider is there any identity format. And if not, finally, we try to use the cross factorization method. It's not magic, so it's not because of certain procedure and then you have to do this, do that. It's not correct. Anyway, in part A, many students may think that it's very confusing. It's because it's not typical. It's not x power 2 and then y power 2, something like that. There are three terms, and before you consider is that identities or cross factorization, you should consider the common factor. Every term 1, 2, 3, there is a common factor which is x up to square. So I can extract as most x squared from each items. The first term, take out x power of 2, so 3 deduct 2, still power of 1 is left, x power of 1. The second term, take out x power of 2, so negative and y is left. The last term, take out x squared, so negative 5 and y squared is left. After that, we are going to look at this format. Inside the bracket, can we further factorize? There is no common factor. This is not identities because we don't have x squared, we don't have xy. And of course we can't factorize it because this is x power 1 only. So part A requirement, you may just stop here. And part B, the first three terms are exactly the same as our question in part A. So you just replace it by our answer in part A, x squared times x minus y minus 5y squared. The problem is the second group, that means the last three. We have positive x, but this is negative x. We have negative y here, but this is positive y. We have negative 5y squared, but this is positive 5y squared. So, in order to create similar thing, we should extract negative 1. Negative x divided by negative, positive x is left. Positive y divided by negative, negative y is left. And negative 5y squared. So now what inside the bracket are exactly the same, so we consider this long bracket as something called common factor. Then we can extract it. Just strictly follow the normal procedure. For the common factor, we put it in left hand side. And then we prepare a bracket to prepare what is left. This term, take out this bracket, x squared is left. The second term, take out this bracket, negative 1 is left. And many students think that it's finished, but the command factorize means you have to factorize it until you can't further factorize. This one in part A, we already know that we can't factorize. But this bracket with x squared with 1 is also something square. Therefore, we can further factorize by using the identity something square minus something square. That's why the final step is to change the second bracket to something plus something, something minus something. And the first thing is x, while the second thing is 1. And then we check once again, 3 brackets. Each bracket we can't further factorize. Then we can announce that we finished the question. And you should notice that this question usually they give you 3 marks, but this time they give you 4 marks. There should be some extra things that deserve 1 more marks.